Let us talk about Man United 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 2. And I have to say, I did not predict this scoreline. And the reason why I didn't want to, you know, I wanted to give Ten Hag the benefit of the doubt. You see what I'm saying? I respect him as a manager. He did good at Ajax and all. And I thought they would have come into this game at home, first match of the season, theater of dreams, but it was the opposite. Theater of nightmares in front of the owners, Sir Alex Ferguson, big crowd. Pretty sure it was a sellout crowd of about 70 plus thousand. And you're going to put on a lackluster, lazy, poor, damning performance like this. Like, come on, man. Come on. United, listen, awful. Awful. They started the game kind of okay. You see what I mean? And let us just break this down properly. I have notes. I actually have notes for this. I wrote down notes for 3 games, and this is one of the games that I wrote notes down for. We're going to take our time, and we're going to break this game to fuck down. Okay? Part of the language. Sorry. Not sorry. But we're going to break it down. Let's take a look at the lineup first and foremost. But wait, before we get into it, right? The last time Man United and Brighton played each other, it was a massacre at the Amex Stadium. Let's just make that one clear. 4-0 for Brighton. And I thought that United were going to bounce back. New manager, new philosophy, and they were going to start brightly. But it was Brighton who were brighter on the day. Right? 2-1 win. Let's take a look at the lineups, right? And let me start. And I have some theories right now. Why didn't Ronaldo start? If he's fit and he could make the bench, why you have Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench? It's either he wasn't fully fit for the competitive match, or he's not part of the plans this season. It's either one or the other. You see what I mean? It's either he's not part of the plans, or he wasn't fit. Because you can't have Cristiano Ronaldo on no bench. You can't. Even at 37 years old, he's still good enough to start the game ahead of Rashford. You see what I'm saying? Or they call him Trashford these days. Not for his off the field exploits, but his on the field exploits. You know what I'm saying? Let us separate Marcus Rashford, the person, and Marcus Rashford, the footballer, please. Let's just do that. Okay? And when I'm talking about these players, I'm talking about the football character and not the person off the field with their family and so on and so forth. I'm not getting into that right now. But that's the first thing I noticed. No Cristiano Ronaldo. Very, very questionable move by Ten Hag, right? So the lineup included debutants Lisandro Martinez. He's only like 5'9" or so. He didn't have a great game. He did some things good, and he was suspect at other times. And he chose to start Lisandro Martinez. Look, ahead of Varane. You see what I'm saying? I don't really rate Varane all, like that, but you see what I'm saying? Varane and Maguire pardoned each other a lot last season. Maybe you should have went in with them and let Lisandro earn his place in a team. You see, that's just a point I'm trying to make. You see? But you went in for Lisandro, but you didn't go in with Terrell Malacia. I don't know if because you worked, with Lisandro before, and then you went in with Luke Shaw. You went in with Dallo instead of Wan-Bissaka. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm getting at right about now. You see what I'm getting at? So Ten Hag needs to make up his mind. Is he going to go with the players that he brought in, or is he going to continue with McFred? I think he contradicted himself big time with the lineup, right? If he wanted to go with his lineup, a positive, maybe you should have went in with Donny van de Beek and put McTominay on the damn bench. You see what I'm saying? You get the point I'm trying to make. because McTominay was very rash in the game. I think he should have got sent off for that tackle on Caicedo. Should have got sent off. He got a yellow, I think, for that. So the lineup, very, very, very suspect in my opinion. Sancho, all these, Ericsson debuting as well. The lineup was very Bruno Fernandes. It was very suspect, and the standouts for me, Ronaldo not starting, McFred. McFred. I don't know if managers and football teams listen to fans and our criticism. Everybody criticizes the partnership between Fred and McTominay on the Solskjaer, on the Ragnick, and you still gonna come in and continue with McFred? Maybe he's saying, let me do the McFred thing and then let them play themselves out of the team and then bring in a Van de Beek, or if Frankie de Jong decides to go to United where he doesn't want to go, a player like him or whoever they bring in would join into the midfield, because Fred wasn't good. He gave away the ball a couple of times, wasn't punished. But McTominay, when he gave away the ball, he was surely freaking punished. You see what I'm saying? So the first goal, Pascal Gross in the 30th minute there. And look, it was poor defending on Man United's behalf, I have to say. Very, very poor. Very poor. Very poor. Not staying close enough to Pascal Gross, allowing him to get behind, bam, tapping. Not good enough. Danny Welbeck against his old team, that must have been sweet. And then Pascal Gross again in the 39th minute. And that was a very, very good shot that was parried and then tap it, put into the back of the net by Pascal Gross. You got to give it up to Leandro Trossard. Trossard, oh my God. For the first goal, that back heel. Ooh, God damn. You see what I'm saying? God damn, that was nasty. That was nasty. But look, this Brighton team just went out there. They showed Man United absolutely no respect. And I think that's how they ended up getting, a favorable scoreline. Again, 2-0. And that second Pascal Gross goal is just an example of how switched on they were. And if you look at the United side, there was an opportunity as well in the second half where the goalkeeper Robert Sanchez parried the ball and it was mopped up, and United wasn't able to do what Brighton did there. So 2-0 at the halftime break, and it was a shocking. It was shocking, not it was shocking and not shocking at the same time. Shocking in that it's a new season, new manager, money spent, and the same old Manchester United that we see in last few seasons, right? So look, a couple opportunities early on. Bruno Fernandes, I think, should have scored, sky the ball. United just they did not look good, man. Started the game well, and then they didn't look good. Allowed Brighton to score twice, and it was too much to do. Really, really too much to do, man. Too much to do, and they tried in the second half with the substitutions. Cristiano Ronaldo coming in early for Fred, and that was a catalyst, of course, to bring impetus in the game and everything. United trying to get back. They did get that goal back, but I don't think that goal should have stood. And the reason why I don't think the goal should have stood, the ball brushed off of Dallow's arm, not the Harry Maguire offside call or whatever the VAR review. I think they missed the ball falling and brushing off Dallow's right elbow. And I think they probably missed that, or maybe it hit his back and went on his elbow. I don't know, but it looked pretty suspect to me. You know what I mean? So we got to keep these Premier League referees on the microscope, man, because they have not been that good over the years. But look, they did look a bit brighter in the second half. They did won the second half. Brighton, won the first. Man United won the second. But Brighton did, look pretty assured in the second half, where they didn't need to be overly expansive. They just needed game management to see out that 2-goal cushion. Man United did, bring the deficit down to 1, but Brighton was still actually able to hold on. At one time, United were just throwing the kitchen sink at it, man. You know what I'm saying? They had a lot of attackers on the field and still wasn't able to break down this Brighton team. Look, I didn't give Brighton enough credit when I made the Premier League predictions. I have them coming in 15, struggling a bit, maybe through the midway through the season. Remember last year they started well, from Peter away. Same thing could happen, but they've started they're heading in the right direction with a win against a team that most people would not have predicted them to win, and beat. But I think there's a few things that they need to brush up. Robert Sanchez, I think, need to be a bit sharper. Not many things, but in that aspect, Brighton could work on a few little tweaks. But Graham Potter, maybe he should have been given a Man United manager. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what the move should have been. But, they want to go in for the Marquis signing, the Ten Hag signing, and that's what you get. That is exactly what you get, man. So look, even though Yves Bissouma and who else left the club? Cucurella, player of the season last year for them. Brighton still look good, man. Lallana must have loved the victory against United. And, of course, Danny Welbeck, the former United player as well. So, players to come off the bench: Levi Colwill on loan from Chelsea, Tariq Lamptey, Enoch Mwepu. You see quality: Dennis Undav coming in from Union St. Galois. He scored a lot of goals over in Belgium. And, look, you have even Premier League quality guys like Neil Maupay, even though he's been criticized for not scoring enough goals, on the bench. So Brighton will be okay. I think they'll be okay. But as of Manchester United, Ilanga off the bench, Garnacho, you could see Ten Hag looking to promote his youth players. They might not finish top 6 this season. And if this continues, guys, we might see disaster early, very, very early in the season, even before the World Cup break, where Ten Hag could get sacked. I won't be surprised if Ten Hag gets sacked. I won't. Really, really won't. If it continues like this, of course, they really gotta get their act together. And, they gotta do it fast, because fixtures are not gonna be kind. And when I say that, I mean fixtures are not gonna be kind, meaning that Man United lose and draw to anybody. You see what I'm saying? So you don't even know. You can't even look at the fixtures and be like, yeah, they'll beat such and such. You see what I'm saying? They'll beat this team. They got Brentford next, and then they got United. They got United, Liverpool. You see what I'm saying? So these are tough games. These are very, very, very tough games, man. And a lot of times the games that you think they should win, they end up losing or drawing those games. You know what I mean? And we know these days they're not capable of beating the Liverpools and the Manchester Cities. And if you're gonna drop 12 points against those two teams, you could kiss top 4 goodbye. You see what I mean? Because you already dropped 3 against Brighton. You could kiss top 4 goodbye, man. But look, kudos to Brighton. Big, big win. Back-to-back wins against United. And I think this is their first victory this might be their first victory at Old Trafford as well, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just see if I get a little insight on that one really, really quick. So Brighton registered their first ever away win over Manchester United, having drawn 2 and lost 12 of their previous 14 visits before today. You see, Manchester United have now lost their opening Premier League match in 2 of the last 3 seasons, having started with a win in 5 consecutive seasons between 15-16 and 19-20 before this. Erik ten Hag is the first Manchester United manager to lose his first Premier League game in charge since Louis van Gaal in August of 2014 against Swansea. It's just a Dutch thing, man. It's just simply a Dutch thing. What more can I say? So, look, these are my rivals. I was damn stoked. I was happy that they lost the game, even though that I predicted them to win. It was a very, very good weekend if you're a Man City fan. Liverpool joined. Man United losing. Chelsea ain't looking too good. You ain't gotta really worry about Spurs too much and Arsenal in terms of the title. So, is it safe to say that the title is Man City's title again? Nah, it's too early. It is too early, though. It is too early. But guys, we could go on and on and on criticizing Manchester United. Do they need to make a few more signings? Do they need to get rid of a few more players? Did Ten Hag get his first 11 correct? I don't think so. He got a lot of work to do. And he have 37 matches. No, maybe not so long. He got 37 matches left, but he ain't got so long to get it right. He got to get it right. I think they'll give him a little leeway. They'll give him a little leeway, but not a lot. Because Manchester United don't want to be 15th after 15 games. You see what I'm saying? And I've heard that Sir Alex Ferguson is part of the think tank again. So that could be tricky. You know what I'm saying? That could be tricky. That might be, you want to just keep out. You want to put your 2 cents in there. Next thing, his assessment might be wrong. So, yeah, let United continue to, go through a crisis, man. Let them continue. It's fun. It is fun, man. So, look, in terms of Brighton and Hove Albion, their next game will be against Newcastle United. So that'll be a very, very good one. That's next Saturday. And then they do have West Ham, then Leeds, then Fulham. They have some nice fixtures. They have some really good fixtures, I'm telling you, coming up before they face Liverpool in October. Brighton could actually start this season off very, very good like they did last season and prove me wrong in terms of them finishing 15th this season. So for United, already mentioned they play Brentford, and that's a game that I don't want to miss because I tend to tune into every United game, every Liverpool game, every City game, of course, and I try to catch the Chelsea matches. I try to catch most matches, right?